What's up everybody, welcome back to a new video. So my name is Thomas, I've been trading Bitcoin here for about 9 years, and today we are going to be having a look here in the Bitcoin Hodl waves, because this indicator is very likely going to predict where the next Bitcoin all-time high is going to be, and this is going to give us some very major signs on when to potentially take some profits over here on Bitcoin. So this indicator works very easy and very straightforward. Basically what you can see over here, these lower colors right over here, these are the short-term holders. So they have been buying Bitcoin very recently. They've just been buying Bitcoin for like a couple of weeks, a couple of days, and then it basically goes up. The more that these colors over here go up, the longer someone has been hodling. And when this goes down over here, what that means is that the long-term hodlers are cashing out. When it goes up, that means long-term hodlers are buying more Bitcoin. So it basically tracks the wallet, and in that way we can actually predict when the Bitcoin price is potentially going to top out, because the very easy and very simple clever way is that whenever people are starting to become excited and whenever retail is coming into the space, like we saw back in 2017, like we saw back in 2021, then the short-term holders actually go up, and then the long-term holders, they tend to actually cash out and take a bit of profit. So it tends to stabilize or go down a little bit. Now what we can see over here is that at the all-time high here back in 2017, we can see those short-term holders here going up. You can see the orange and the red waves over here. They are slowly increasing. And what you can actually see here, that the long-term holders, they are kind of cashing out. And you can even see here that along the way down here, back here in 2017, that a bunch of people here were still buying Bitcoin here. These short-term holders, they were still buying Bitcoin. But the long-term holders, they were slowly going down and slowly cashing out a little bit. Again, this is where most of the money is. So the long-term holders don't have to like significantly go down. Even if they cash out a little bit, that's going to already cause a significant pressure on the Bitcoin price, because those people hold the most Bitcoin. Now, what we can basically see here is that we are still currently stabilized, and this is also the reason why I actually went into a long position, which you can actually see right over here. On my Bitcoin trade, I'm actually up here about $150,000, and over here on my Ethereum trade, $370,000. So a total P&L here of about $500,000. And the reason that I do that is because I'm still very much convinced that we are not near the all-time high. And we can also see this, that currently the short-term holders, they're actually going down a little bit on some statistics. I mean, they're going up slightly a little bit, but nothing close to what we have seen here in the previous peaks around those all-time highs. Now, the very interesting thing is that what we actually saw here is that the all-time high back in 2021, I mean, we kind of came back a little bit later, but we can still see that the hodler wave was going down at that point in time. So we can kind of establish that the peak was somewhere here around 2021. So what we are going to be waiting for is we want to see over here the hodler waves here at the bottom peaking again here to the upside. When they go up almost vertical, that is going to be a sign that Bitcoin is probably going to be very close to an all-time high, or at least is going to be overheated. Now, how this is going to tie into my trade over here. So what you can see over here is that I'm currently here on my account. I have here over $500,000 here in funds. If I just go here to my assets, what you can see here, about $600,000 here in USDT here, and I had about $100,000 here on this exchange, and then I turned this into about $500,000 profit here using leverage, which if you don't really know what that is, I think you guys probably know what it is, but basically I'm betting on where the Bitcoin price is going to go. I'm using this exchange to bet on where the price is going to go, and because I can actually bet on where the price is going to go, I can actually use that to make more money, which is as simple and straightforward as that. So what this position is going to be doing is I'm going to continue to hold this position again until we're going to reach higher levels, probably 130, 140K. I think that's going to be the next major stage here in this Bitcoin bull run before we're again going to have a couple months here of sideways action. Now, the thing is that I've talked about this many times here. When is the Bitcoin price exactly going to top out? I've always said it's going to be at the end of this year. If you want to know why, just subscribe on the channel. I will talk about it a little bit in the future videos. But what I think is that at least here in the short term, I mean, we've broken the all-time high, and we can probably expect here some further momentum here to the upside. If I go quickly to Ethereum, just to have a quick talk about it, is we see very similar peaks here on Ethereum. The funny thing is that they take place a little bit after Bitcoin actually peaks out, which kind of coincides with the Bitcoin dominance as well. But we can kind of see that the interest of Ethereum is also here, raising here to the upside. You guys know I exactly went here into long position here on the bottom. I closed it, and then I re-entered right over here before this major mover as well to the upside. So that is the thing here for Ethereum. I mean, the market's looking very juicy. Now, actually, if you do actually want to sign up on this exchange, this is, by the way, the exchange I'm using, the BTCC exchange, because it's non-KYC. Just press here, the first link over here in the description. And if you actually sign up over here and you actually deposit, you can actually send me a DM here on Telegram, and I will also add you here to the private Telegram group where I will share some of my trades here before I actually enter them. So you can just click the link in the description and just sign up right over here. This is the exchange again that I'm using. Now, going here back to the Bitcoin holidays, what is kind of the conclusion that we can kind of take from here is that currently we are seeing that the short-term holders have kind of stabilized. They haven't really increased anything significantly. I mean, we saw a slight peak here to the upside here a couple of months ago, but we've kind of broken through that all-time high. But what we kind of want to wait to is we want to wait here for a secondary peak here to break it to the upside, especially right over here on the red area. When that is going to go parabolic, that's going to be a major sign that the Bitcoin price is overheating, and it might be time to kind of slowly kind of take out a little bit of profits. Now, the thing is, in terms of this chart, I think it is quite a good start. But in the next video, I'm going to talk about charts even much better. And I'm also going to be using some time frames when this all-time high is potentially going to top out. But this is going to be here at the end of the video. This is a very interesting indicator that I'm also paying attention to. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe. Hope to see you guys here in my next video. Bye bye.